It's a brand new semester. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just pretty much look at the syllabi of each of my classes and figure out when the exams are, when the quizzes are, what is due when, and all of that is going to go on my calendar because I need to be able to just see what the month's layout looks like. Also, I do this every month, so it's not that I'm going to do it for the next 3 months. I just sort of look at it on a monthly basis because it keeps it fresh in my mind and also decreases some of my stress. If I was to look at it in the whole 3 month mark, I think I'd be a little more stressed out. So I try to just do it month by month. The other thing that I'll do is all of the syllabi that I have to look at, I'm going to download them into my iPad. So I use an app called Notability, and it's the holy grail of apps, and it's amazing to be able to use it for a PT school. There's so much material that we get. So I'm going to go ahead and get on creating this schedule. So I'm reading some really interesting things in the very first class that I have on Monday. There are about 5 different textbooks that are required for this class, and they pretty much want us to purchase all of them. And then we've got materials that they said that they would like for us to have to build our personal supplies for the semester. Masking tape or painter's tape, small flashlight or a pen light, paper clips, old keys or other small objects such as erasers, pen caps, coins, textures, piece of felt, cotton fabric, sandpaper, a wrench that fits a 19mm and 10mm bolt head, and a set of Allen wrenches, a set of basic pliers. I'm not sure where we're going with this. Okay, so now I'm just reading through some of the course policies, which are pretty basic, and they're pretty much on every course ever that you'll take. Just talking about tardiness and how if you're tardy, they will reduce your grade by, I think it's 1%. Yeah, so if you are tardy 3 times to class, they'll start reducing your grade by 1%. And that's actually very true. I've been late to class several times, and whenever that happens, they will keep a track of how many times you've been late. They'll email you and they'll let you know that, hey, you were late. This is your second warning. This is your third one. And then of course on the 4th one, they'll start decreasing the grade. In PT school, you have your lab sessions, and when I think of lab sessions, at least previously when I was an undergrad, I always thought, the goggles and the white coat, and I was thinking those were lab clothes. Turns out it's totally different. Pretty much our lab clothes for PT school mean having on shorts and a sports bra. What I do essentially is that I will have my shorts and my sports bra on, and then I'll layer. So I'll have leggings on or put on a sweater on top, because it's cold out. So I dress in layers. That way when it's time to go to lab and we need to remove all those clothing, then I'll just sort of shed my layers. I think another thing that is really interesting with online classes and just this hybrid type of courses that we're taking now because of the pandemic, there's a lot to stay on top of. There are days that you have to be on campus. There are days that you're just studying at home. There are tests that will either be online or you'll have to be present in class for. And because of the pandemic, everyone goes to campus at separate times. So we're not all there at the same time because that would be too many of us in the same room. And by law, we can't do that. So there are separate times for everyone to be in specific classrooms with specific instructors, and there's just a lot to sort of remember. And I don't know, maybe I'll need a bigger daily agenda rather than this 1 month overview look. We'll see. Going back to having to do work before you even start classes. So pretty much for my school, and I'm not sure how it is with other schools, but for my school, what we have would be, considered like class prep. So for example, for tomorrow, I should have read chapter 6 of a specific book, and then pages 1 through 15 for another book. And then beyond that, they're telling us to, go into every week there's a specific section in Canvas, and you check that, and that could have podcasts. Pretty much those are usually they'll sort of go with PowerPoints that you'll have. So there will be PowerPoint slides that the professors have already made, and then they are lecturing on top of those PowerPoint slides. So essentially what I would do then is download the PowerPoint slides, port them into Notability, and then I go ahead and take notes while the professors are talking, and those are podcasts. Okay guys, so let me just show you what it looks like with just one class put into my calendar. So here we have what my sort of for one class, what it looks like. I start on Monday, I have a quiz on that Thursday, and then I have another quiz the week after, and then another quiz the week after, and also a homework documentation, homework due on the 19th of January. I've got another homework due on the 28th, and then come February, we're looking at a midterm, which is 50 questions long and is 60 minutes. When it comes time for next month, I will be redoing this calendar and using a different page. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same exact thing, but with the rest of my classes. So moving on. So I've written out everything that I will be needing to submit for this first month of classes. We're looking at homework, quizzes, midterms. Okay guys, so here we have just pretty much an overview of January. As you can see, this is still pretty empty, and that's because I haven't put in all the preparatory work that it takes for all of these classes. So I'm pretty much just focusing on the homework assignments that are due. We're looking at some of the quizzes that are due, and then any sort of midterms, which are sort of beginning in February, and then majority of my classes, all the midterms are in March, and then the finals happen in April. But that's stuff that I'm not going to cover on this monthly calendar. I am thinking about getting an agenda and sort of keeping track of everything that way, but for now, this is all I have, and it just sort of keeps me on track to know what is due and when it's due. Hi guys, quick addition to this video. I'm still editing the video, and I thought I would add this part in because turns out that the day that I was vlogging about everything being due, turns out that some of the professors had not really uploaded all of the assignments onto Canvas yet, so it was sort of a less of a view as to how much work there actually is for this first month. So I just wanted to give you guys an update as to everything that I have to do for this month, because the what you're gonna see in the vlog, it's gonna be showing a more open calendar, and that's not the truth. So I'm gonna just give you a quick glance at everything that I have for this month that I need to be working towards. Okay, so here is the actual view of everything that I have going on in terms of my first month of coming back to second year of PT school. So as we can see, I've added quite a few more things on here. So we're looking at a lot of quizzes. So quiz here, diagnostic simulation. I just got done with that. That's here. And then we've got more quizzes, Rehab Essentials. It's like this online platform where we have to do modules. So those are due here. They're due here as well. We're looking at competency exams. We're looking at some more different types of modules that are due. A specific homework that's due on that Friday. A lot of quizzes again right here. Quizzes, homework. Simulation once again. And then another simulation here. So there's a lot of simulations happening here this month and continuing on into the second year of physical therapy school. And then I've got a neuroscience exam there, and pretty much another homework. And then these are again different type of modules. So in terms of modules, we're looking at 3 different types of modules, which are just online learning by yourself at your own pace. But you just have like due dates and they have to be turned in by then. and then a lot of homework, a lot of quizzes, a lot of simulations. But yeah, this is the actual view of what that first month for me is looking like. The last thing that I need to do to prepare for tomorrow, that I want to film at least, is going to be this little baby. So because of online school, our school has been very, very kind to pretty much give us some supplies that we would otherwise be using on campus. So last semester, they actually gave us an entire skeleton to study for anatomy, to study for some of our skills that we needed to practice. So these are the skills that you usually have partners in school to practice with. So your classmates are who you would be, working with and doing hands-on stuff with. So since we didn't have that, they gave us skeletons, which they're very nice to do that. The skeletons didn't really work all that well because, again, that's plastic compared to a nice flowy malleable human body. So for this semester though, we are doing a lot of pediatric courses. So they pretty much gave us this little doll, and it has like the little knee and the little ankle, foot, just like little landmarks that I have to then go on and fill in. So I'm going to give it some eyes and put the little landmarks on its body because we're going to be using these dolls for pediatric classes. So let's go and do that. So I used to have markers, and I thought about it, and I generally lead like a very minimalistic lifestyle, so I don't like to have a lot of things. And so essentially there were, the markers that I had, and I was like, oh, I'm never going to use these, I'm just going to get rid of them. So I, donate everything. And so I donated them. And guess what? So in order to draw on this doll, I'm going to try to use this gel pen, but markers would have been way more helpful. So in case you were thinking about throwing out your old markers, it might be a good idea to just hold on to them until the end of your PT school career, because you might need them, turns out. So I'm going to go ahead and just start drawing in some landmarks. We're going to start with something that's very easy, which is the knee. Oh, this works really well, actually. Not bad. You can see the little purple for the kneecap that I just drew. Not the kneecap, but the knee joint. I'm supposed to draw the knee joint. I think I'm supposed to give it a belly button. So I'll give it a little cute little belly button, maybe like right about there. The ankle, the ankle's gonna be a little hard because it's not pre-folded, but we will try our best. And what I'm looking at on my screen is like this example that our professor sent us a photo of her doll, and her doll has a theme. It's I think it's Harry Potter because of the round glasses, and then there's like a little mark on the forehead. But I don't know if mine's gonna have a theme. I don't know what I would make my baby if I had a theme for it. If you guys had to give your doll baby a theme, what would you give it? I wanna know. I wanna know who's out there super creative about all this stuff. Comment below, let me know. That's a good eye. You guys like that? I like that eye. Oh, another place that doesn't have a little natural bend would be its wrist joint. So we're gonna artificially create that by just making a little line. I'm actually really curious to know how we're gonna be using these dolls in our curriculum. There we go. So here's my little baby. I hope that this doesn't look as creepy as it feels right now, but essentially just went ahead and labeled all the joints on this little doll, and that's going to be used in my pediatric course. And this was also given to us. It says motor scale, and it has a lot of photos of the different stages that babies go through, and I posted this on my Instagram when all of this had come up. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining me on my very first vlog. I was really nervous to do this because I just wasn't sure how it was gonna go, but there's definitely a lot of footage in here that I'm gonna have to edit, but thank you so much for watching this video. If you've made it all the way till the end, please comment and let me know that you made it to the end. Let me know what theme you would make your baby. I'm gonna still think about the theme. I'm gonna try to think of one. I don't think I'm gonna make it a Harry Potter baby though. But yeah, so if you enjoyed just seeing some of the preparation that goes into starting a new semester of PT school, and you want to just continue on with my journey, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then there's plenty of stuff that I post on my Instagram as well, and that's at Aman. And yeah, I hope this was somewhat informative and sort of entertaining to watch. It was definitely entertaining to film. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was somewhat helpful, and yeah, good luck in your PT journey. Bye.